Well, hello gang, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. We're going to attempt to beat the game. I don't know if I'm going to upload the previous video because it was like 30 minutes of basically nonsense. I did a little bit in it that isn't really too important. I went and boosted my Estus flasks. I turned in the Undead Bone Shard and used the Estus Shard back at Firelink Shrine. And then I died a couple of times to the Lord of Cinder in here. I've been waiting for summon signs to show up so we can get some help, and it does not happen. The only help I've got so far in here, and again, I don't know if I'll upload the previous video just because I was so angry in it. Very profanity laden. But the only help I was getting in here was from people who had less than 400 hit points. I'm pretty sure. Which means they died within like 1 or 2 attacks. Which doesn't help me at all. This is a very hard fight. It's not mechanically difficult. There's not a whole lot of mechanics that you have to know. But the boss is relentless. And he has various forms that he switches through. And any of those forms, especially in the second phase, can completely destroy me with 800 hit points. So whenever you've only got 400 hit points and you're in here trying to assist people, it's like, congratulations. You know, thank you for the help. At least you're stepping up and putting your summon sign down. But at the same time, you're like a stick of butter going into a frying pan. Or in this case, going into a kiln. You're just going to get completely obliterated and melted into nothing. I think, come on. Oh, are you dropping a summon sign? You dropped one, or you wrote a message or something. If only I had friendship. That's me. I wrote that one. I wrote that one with an angry scowl on my face. Solaire! Come on, drop your summon sign, Solaire. I need your help. And then Solaire vanished into the mist. There's just not a lot of people here who want to help out. And again, I'm kind of shocked by it. I would have expected the final boss, and that's what I'm assuming this is. It's the kiln, the same area as in the first Dark Souls. The Lord of Cinder. I would have thought more people would be here to help. And it is just like 2 weeks after the Christmas sale, so there's got to be a ton of new people with the game who are working their way through it. You would think this would be a prime time to get those assists and farm those souls. It's also possible most people are just dropping their summon sign in like New Game Plus. Or New Game Plus Plus. That's always a possibility. Is anyone going to drop a summon sign here, or am I going to have to go in solo again? Just a question. Just slightly curious about it. Hey, right on cue, there's one. It's Gia. We'll see if we can summon them, or if it will fail. I am no stranger to summon signs simply failing. And saying no, Plump. You are not allowed to have help. This guy looks armored up and ready to go. We point at him, he points at us. His name is Gia. And he looks like he has a fair amount of armor and gear, which is actually kind of shocking. One, compared to what I've seen thus far anyways. He can survive a hit or two, amazingly enough. Truthfully, no one can. Oh, come on. And Gia goes down in like 2 hits. Wonderful. Why is every phantom I summon here so weak? Like, I feel overpowered for this fight compared to the people I summon to help. And even I get wrecked after like 1 or 2 attacks. Yeah, I saw that coming. You know what? Just kill me. Just kill me. I'm done here. What I'm going to end up doing is just pausing it between runs until I get a summon symbol. I'm going to use my embers. And then when I actually summon someone, I will come back. Time for regret. Now the real fight begins. Yeah, this fight is fairly difficult. The boss is unrelenting. His combos are absolutely devastating. His grab moves and thrust attacks will rip you a new anus and make you wish that you had never been born. Come on, Gia. I know you're not going to die on me this time. I know that we can do this together. Me and Gia. Me and you. One and the same. I'll even praise the sun. If you want to use your stupid black mark and go back, then so be it. Or the black sign, whatever the hell it's called. One. It's not advised for both players to be on the same side of the boss, by the way. One person can always be defending, and the other person can be attacking. Fuck. Oh, come on. I didn't even have a chance to, like, get my shield up that time either. Are you just gonna cheese me? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna cheese me. Admittedly, I'm not a big fan of being cheesed myself. I don't mind cheesing the boss. God damn it. Like, if I can get away with cheese, that's great. I don't want to be on the same side as Gia. Come on now. Oh, fuck me. I didn't know he was actually coming after me. I thought he was going after him. Will you get staggered already? Fucking delayed attack. Bullshit. I need to run for a second. Ah, he's right on me. Okay. Now run away, because he's gonna do his explodey bullshit. And turn into Super Saiyan mode. Yeah. Where he has huge AoE attacks. And he completely fucking decimated Gia. Somehow didn't kill him. And you've got Solaire's lightning strikes. Fucking beautiful. Are you Solaire? Are you all that remains of my previous friend? Now see, I only wanted to dodge once there, but somehow I'm gonna get hit there. It's like I thought for sure that I would have a second. Oh cool, it actually rains lightning bolts. God, the delay on his attacks is so deceptive. Like, he winds up as if he's gonna swing, and then he hangs there. He hangs there forever. Oh, fuck. Like that attack, see? He goes up, No, I thought I was going to dodge to the side there. I almost had it. Incoming lightning rain. I'm going to heal up one more time. I'm dead here. Maybe not. Is this gonna be lightning rain? Yeah. I can dodge that. No! Gia, no! Gia died. Just in time to kill the Lord of Cinder, the Soul of Lords. Thank you, Gia, for attempting to help. For actually helping, I should say. Link the first flame. No. Now, the very first Dark Souls, I linked the flame, which apparently in lore means that the undead will continue to be reborn. People like me will continue to die and be reborn, to die and be reborn. Linking the first flame continues the age of man, or something like that. Admittedly, I don't think it's explained very well. Like, what happens if I say no to linking the Lord of Flame? What happens if I walk out? In the first game, in the first Dark Souls, it never really explains what happens. I'm not entirely sure if it's good or bad. I think it's entirely up to your own interpretation, whether or not linking the flame is for you. Now, my character is a continuation of my character from Dark Souls 1, in my opinion. He's the same guy. He's been going for however long it's been, thousands upon thousands of years. And I'm going to assume that... Do I want to link the first flame, or would he say just fuck it? Would he say I'm done linking the flame? This time we go into a new age. The benefits of linking the flame: people can be reborn, the marked ones, the chosen ones. I really wish I knew more about the lore, and I wish I could explain it to you guys. I'm probably going to link, I'm gonna link the first flame. Actually, no, I'm not. No, fuck it. Linking the first flame involves becoming a Lord of Cinder, I think, and selling my soul to the flame. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna walk out. We're done with that shit. We're not gonna offer our souls to the flame. We're not gonna become a pawn for the gods up there that just laugh at us. We're gonna let the fires burn out and let the next age come to pass. Maybe I don't have a choice. Maybe I have to link it anyways. Like in Dark Souls 1, if you don't link the flame, if you walk out of the arena, that's it. It's end of game. Credits roll, cutscenes play. You didn't link the fire, so be it. Let's go back to Firelink Shrine. Firelink Shrine. I want to see what I can transmogrify this soul into. I want to see what the lady says. You know, I killed the Lord of Cinder, ma'am. Me and Gia did.
For the Lords of Cinder, for the Ashen prisoners, for all those held to preserve the fire. Link the first flame.
What if I don't want
Very
to?
well. Then touch the dark. Take no.
What if I don't want to link it? What if I'm tired of linking it? What if I just want rest? Okay, so there's nothing here, which is kind of surprising. I figured she would say something else to me, something different maybe. But whatever. So, Deacons of the Deep, Sunlight Spear, Soul of the Lords, Miracle of Gwyn, the First Lord, hurls a Sunlight Spear. The tales of Gwyn's archdragon hunts describe the inception of the Age of Fire. Is that all I can make? Is that all I can make with the Soul of Lords? That's a pretty shitty soul. No, I could make the Firelink Greatsword. The Lords of Cinder linked the first flame, and this great sword was wielded by their deific manifestation. This coiled sword, found thrust in the bonfire, existed long before the throneless lords themselves. Has the skill of Ember, the fading flame momentarily illuminates and launches itself forward. I need 1,500 souls. I think we're gonna get that. Large soul of a crestfallen knight. Let's just use soul of a crestfallen knight. That was overkill. So, Lorien's Greatsword, tempting the Firelink Greatsword. We'll get that. And as far as the Twin Princes go, we can either get the Holy Sword, the Greatsword. I think we'll get the Holy Sword. I don't know why it matters too much. If this is the end of the game, you guys won't be really joining me for much more after this. Well, I guess, since I don't have a choice... Does this game really not give you the choice? I'm kind of shocked by that. Like, where's my option not to link shit? I want to check one thing real quick. What if we go to the Flameless Shrine? Huh. Is there anyone in here? Is anyone in the remains, the ruins? Is there anyone that I can talk to about this? What if I don't want to link it? What if I want to be an asshole? I'm really good at being an asshole. St. Aldrich of the Deep. Okay. Huh. Look through there. There's something on the other side of that wall. Interesting. I'm guessing we will never actually be able to explore there, but it is there. Could this be a victory? I doubt it. May the flames guide thee. Could this be a moon? It's like a dream. Okay. I guess we're gonna go link the flame because I don't see any other choice. And I would like to end this game at some point, so let's just go ahead and get this over with. It's been fun. It's been frustrating. I still prefer the first Dark Souls. I think it had a better story. I think it had better NPCs. I think it had a better map and better exploration. Yada yada yada. The combat in this game is a lot smoother, like a lot more fluid, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's better. Fine work, skeleton. Bonfire ahead. Well, let's link it and see what happens. As if I have a choice. Guess I'll just stay here and make some s'mores for a while. And see who shows up. Could take a bit. That's it? Congratulations! You've lit yourself on fire and offered your souls to link the first flame. That's jolly good. Have the credits scene. I'll let this play through. We'll see what happens afterwards. Honestly, if this is it, if it's just credits and then this is the end, I'm gonna be disappointed. I mean, there's some stuff in this game that I didn't do, like the bonus content, I think. The painted world and the dregs or whatever. But those places didn't hold a candle to the bonus content in Dark Souls 1, for instance. You know, I did all of the content in Dark Souls 1 that I could find because the story was good. The lore was good. How could your heart not, like, cry out for Sif and Artorias? How could you just bypass that content and ignore it? You couldn't, because the story and the characters are far too good. The bonus content in this game had nothing. Like, the painted world might have had something with that lady that was there, but at no point do they ever really say, hey, we need your help here, or hey, can you go do this? It's more like, well, what the fuck are you doing here? Why don't you just leave? Nobody acts like they give a shit whether or not you help them. Artorias' world, for instance, had Elizabeth, the mushroom lady. It had the Ulasil princess, who was captured by the primal man, and you had to go save her. And in the process of saving her, you find out what happened to Artorias and why he went to the dark side. You find out what happened to Sif and how he was protected, how Artorias gave his life to save Sif, casted the circle of protection and gave him his sword or something like that. This game, while fun, didn't have half the story of Dark Souls 1. And all of these bonus characters that are scrolling through right here, 90% of them are completely... They don't make a difference. You don't bump into them. Unless you look at a guide, you are not going to be able to see them. You're not going to be able to follow through their stories because there's so much weird backtracking and bullshit that you need to do in order to discover all of their stories. In Dark Souls 1, you found that stuff out just by playing the game. You bumped into Sigmire and his daughter just by playing through. You didn't have to backtrack and look in secret wells and all this other bullcrap in order to advance the story. It was there if you were actually playing the game. This Dark Souls 3 is good. I mean, I'm trying not to bitch too much about its quality. It's good, but there's so much that seems to be meta. There's so much that it seems like you need to look it up in order to do it right. Either that or play through the game like 5 or 6 times, which I don't do. I don't play through games that many times anymore these days. Most games aren't that good. I'll probably play through this game like at least once more off screen by myself. But I shouldn't have to look up guides and stuff in order to discover how to bump into basic NPCs that are there to flesh out the world and add character. That should be something you bump into naturally along the way. And granted, you do bump into a decent number of characters in this game along the way, but it's so easy to lose their path, to lose their story thread, and just they disappear into the ether, never to be heard from again. I had to look up how to save Sigmire, or whatever his name is in this game. Sigward, or something like that. I had to look that up because it was so ridiculous. You have to backtrack and go to a well that's hidden in a corner. And you gotta walk right up to it and have him yell at you. Then you gotta go find Patches and get his armor, and it's like, how would you ever bump into any of this stuff your first or second time playing through unless you were looking up guides? Good game. I still liked the exploration. I think the level design and stuff is absolutely spectacular. The world design, the graphics, amazing. The combat, incredibly fun. A lot of the bosses I found to be complete bullshit. Enemies having unlimited stamina and attacks compared to, say, Dark Souls 1, complete bullshit. I didn't care for that at all. Begin Journey 2 in current state. Journey 2 can be initiated from the Shrine Bonfire if you do not wish to begin now. No, we're not going to continue to play through number 2 just yet. I'm going to do that on my own time. But there we have it, folks.
Ashen One, link the fire for the Lord's
Yeah, I already did link it. So, I hope you guys had fun with me. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys absolutely everything in the game. There are things you can do on your own to go see everything. What do you have to say?
At the foot of Lothric Castle, an old path still runs below the tower in the undead settlement. It was used to transport sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep.
You don't say.
See where it leads, if you've the stones for it.
Whatever. I don't think I missed anything down there. It's entirely possible that I did. But whatever. Again, thanks for joining me, guys. It's been fun. This has been a series that took 2 years, basically, to get through due to house fire and everything like that. Sorry I didn't show all the DLC. I just didn't find it engaging or interesting enough to bother wasting my time. I don't know. I guess I'll just see you guys in the next playlist, whatever it may be. But there will never be another Dark Souls. This is it. This is the last Dark Souls from me, from Software. We've linked the fire, we've continued the Age of Man. Quite frankly, there's nothing left for us to do. Farewell, folks. May the embers guide thee.